What's going on, guys? Dan back here with the Regular Guy Garage. You'll have to excuse me, the pollen is killing me right now. All right, so it's been a while. However, we got another project car in the garage. And I'm just gonna be straightforward on this one. I already got it off the trailer. This is a 1988 Ford Mustang. Original 5.0 car. It was a GT according to the VIN number, but whoever had it put some LX bumpers on it. I got this car relatively cheap for what Fox Bodies are going for these days. I thought I got a great deal on it, and we'll just kind of quickly go over. Obviously, speed density 5.0. The guy says it has a cam in it. Who knows? It's leaking oil from a small oil leaks. What I'm going to do, pull the engine out. It needs a clutch as well, so I'm just going to pull the whole drivetrain out, give it a once over, re-gasket it, and then throw it back in. The car runs pretty good besides that. As the body's concerned, it's relatively straight. The car's got no real rust issues. It's got some really ugly taillights on it, which I really don't care for. Got the GT spoiler. Like I said, it was a GT car. I don't know if they put that back on there or what. One kind of small spot right there that needs to be touched up. Not a big deal. The interior in this car is actually really good condition for an 88. So it doesn't have a radio, not a huge deal. I'm actually not even a fan of putting a radio in these cars, so I might just put like a block off plate or something there. But I mean, the seats are in good condition, carpet's in solid condition. I mean, back seat, like, interior is great on this car. Very minor things that need to be done to it to get it to be, perfect. I mean, old school crank roll up windows. Needs a little bit of, like I said, I'm not gonna put a radio. I'll probably put the little block off plate here. It needs some window trim, not a big deal. But as far as body, like I said, this thing's pretty straight. I mean, I already yanked the battery out of it. So normally you get rust on these strut towers on these cars right here. No rust at all there. Torque boxes under the car are straight. I mean, needs a cowl, 40 bucks from LMR. Speedometer doesn't work when I yank out the engine and trans. I mean, it's probably just that cable, either the little tooth that goes to it or whatever. Not a huge deal. Overall, really happy with this. Anyway, I'm gonna be totally transparent with you guys on this one. I do not plan on keeping this car. What I plan on doing with this car is fixing it and then selling it for a profit. So I'll go ahead and go over all of the numbers at some point for what I paid for the car, what I put into it, and then what I end up making down the end of the line. I don't expect it to take too long, so this will probably be a few month project, and then we'll flip this, and my goal is to work my way up. So hopefully flip this, make some money, move up, flip, make some money, so on and so forth. So what the car already has, it has a 5-lug conversion, rear discs. It's got some coilover suspension. The car actually kind of rides like garbage, but I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I don't plan on keeping it, so maybe I'll just leave it. Someone will like the ability to adjust the ride height if they really want to. 5-lug up front. It needs a wheel bearing. I'm gonna put a wheel bearing on it. Again, 5 lugs in the rear. I believe these wheels came off of like a 16 Mustang. They scrape in the front. I mean, I'm not keeping these on the car at all, so they'll be here for now, but they are not going to be here for the long haul. See, it's got some control arms. See if I can get the coilovers. Yep, there you go, coilover setup. I'm not sure if the rear went through. I don't really hear any noise from it. The guy, they had a brand new exhaust put on it, which is great, but now I have to cut it off because they welded the entire thing. I mean, it's just a cheap kind of custom exhaust, but whatever. I'll try and salvage what I can out of it. But again, the car is really clean for the price that I got it for. Anyway, guys, I have a small clip of it running, as you saw at the beginning of the video. I did take it for a drive. Not really anything worth videoing because the car has, I mean, it needs a clutch. You can it literally walking around the car smells like burnt clutch. And then aside from that, the car, I mean, it runs good. So Small little kind of Foxbody nuances going on with it. You know, the idle will kind of sound like it stalls out after a while and come back up. I'm gonna check a few things, probably do like a base idle reset, and you know, some other little finicky things. Idle air control maybe need to be changed, but well, the guy said there was a cam in it. These speed density cars, I know they don't really react to cams very well, or they need certain, you know, profile cams. Anyway, I'm gonna start tearing this thing down. Like I said, I got the battery out already. I'm gonna drain the coolant, start taking all the little wires and you know, take the exhaust off. I'll get the engine and transmission out of it, and then we'll get it linked back up in a little bit. All right, guys, so we're only a few hours in. I got the engine ready to come out. Whoever worked on this thing last, I mean, nothing out of the ordinary so far. There's a lot of oil everywhere, so it's probably desperately in need of a regasket. Anyway, I'm gonna try and set this up so you guys can actually watch and then finish taking it out of the car. All right, guys, so I got the engine out. Got a little bit of cleaning up to do. Not too bad so far. Not too bad so far. I can definitely smell the clutch, like I said. So I'm gonna be doing the clutch. I'll take that off. Like gonna take the whole engine down, you know, just kind of check it out, give it a once over. I'll probably do like a little montage of that or something. The trans actually looks relatively new. Everything underneath there looks pretty new. So good thing is the transmission probably won't need anything at all, which is awesome. They got, you know, some sort of aftermarket sway bar. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this clutch off. We'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna put it on the engine stand, and then that's probably gonna be it for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this clutch. All right, so I got the clutch off. As you can see, several hot spots. Not a huge deal. These things are pretty cheap. You can kind of see the wear right there. And then on the pressure plate, you got some hot spots too. That's gonna be it for this video. Next video, I'll go ahead and start. Next video, I'm going to tear down this 302. Hopefully just end up regasketing it, and I want to see what cam's in it. And then I'll start tackling some of the other little stuff. There's a lot of oil everywhere. So I'm gonna focus on cleaning up for a little bit. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If I know it's been a while, but you know, I post whenever I can, whenever I have something to do. I don't just post for no reason. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.